What is up, you guys? This is your boy Andy Matrix, and today we're gonna talk about the anime My Dress Up Darling. And although I don't usually talk about romance comedy anime, this one caught my attention for whatever reason. Well, I mean, you can probably guess as to why. Anyways, so I found this opinion piece, this article on CBR.com, because of course, right? So the article says, My Dress Up Darling's pervasive fan service undermines a positive message. In other words, the fan service in the anime, it's like, is either like overshadowing the message or making the positive message less important in the anime. Which basically tells me that CBR does not understand the anime. It's kind of funny. Because it's like the fan service does not ruin the message because the fan service is part of the anime. And out of all the articles that CBR has written about anime, they don't seem to understand that fan service is a part of anime culture. However, they like to criticize fan service as if they are some pure Christians who can't stand looking at that. You know what I mean? Now, in episode 2 of My Dress Up Darling, the tension between the two characters is so strong because Kitagawa chooses to take off her clothes in front of Gojo, the main male character. Now, the typical shy male anime character tries hard not to touch her inappropriately, but if you were a guy, you know exactly what you would do with her. Okay? This is the idea of fan service, is the tension between, between two characters. Now, fan service is, sometimes it's just thrown there for fun. Here is just thrown for the tension. Okay, this is what gets people, heated in anime. This is why it's so luring, right? But there's an interesting thing that they say about My Dress Up Darling, and I'm gonna read the part. It says, sadly, My Dress Up Darling immediately undermines these kinds of very real societal double standards by making Marin little more than constant excuse for in-your-face fan service. As each minute ticks by, she becomes progressively less of an empowering female lead with agency and more of a male fantasy, intentionally designed to take away from the actual narrative and instead simply add to the sex appeal of the idealized hot girl otaku girlfriend. In other words, you're saying that she is less of an empowering character because she takes off her clothes. And by the way, she doesn't get fully naked. She obviously covers, she's wearing like a bikini, right? But it's that they're saying that the character is less empowering. Why? Because she's in a bikini? Isn't that what we see in advertisement? Advertisements always have some kind of beautiful women there, right? It's all over the place, but just because it's in this story, all of a sudden it makes the female character less empowering. Why? Is it because she is not acting like a man? Is that what you're telling me? Right? Everybody likes the character, okay? And you could also say that the female character here is actually more engaging, more interesting than the male character. The male character Gojo is just this boring, dude that just likes to, create dolls. Like dress up dolls, or what is it? I forgot what it's called. Man, you know what I mean. But he likes to build these dolls. So the male character is actually not very interesting. The female character, Kitagawa, she's still basically the sunlight in this anime. But CBR is saying that, well, because she's very appealing to the male eye, it kind of ruins her empowerment as a female character. Yeah, right. It's just like every other nonsense in the media saying that, oh, it's bad for the male gaze. This movie was made for the male gaze. That movie was made for the male gaze, right? Because I bet you if it was a handsome dude, oh, that's totally fine because it's for chicks, okay? That's the problem I have. It's just the narrative is always oh, female characters up here and male characters down below, That's the problem I have. And honestly, this anime, they're criticizing, but they don't really know if it was meant to be written this way. And if you have watched enough anime, you know very well that it was meant to be written this way. And it doesn't take away from the message. The message is still there. You know, the similarities between the two characters, the girl being the popular one, and the guy being obviously the awkward geeky anime dude, right? And they find something that they're that brings them together, and then they start spending time together. And then there's the whole drama about them being in public. So the message is still there, but CBR is the one who's actually undermining the actual anime here in this case. Anyways, that is all I had to say. Go check out My Dress Up Darling. It's a really cool anime. I recommend it. If you like romance comedy, this one's right up there. And this character, Kitagawa, she's basically the new popular anime girl. The new anime girl that all the girls want to cosplay. This is Andy Matrix. Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Godspeed.